Alright, well, I guess the Twitch is deciding where I'm making cut points tonight. That's not a bad place to stop, anyway. Whoop. Ah! See that little red splatter sparkle? That one is the Red Cross curse. This one, life tap. Makes anyone who physically attacks the target get a whole bunch of life back. It's kind of weird as far as curses go, because it doesn't really do anything to the subject of the curse. Very strange. I think the original intent was for it to be a way to keep your skeletons alive. But then later they just made it so that the skeletons were more or less immortal. Just too tough. Oh, come now. There we go. Ugh, so much clicking on this disgusting seal just to get it to go. It's like they hadn't loaded the monster yet or something. We've met the Lord de Sace before. I don't know if that's how you spell Sace. I don't speak Spanish. Good lord, he is fast. Look at that guy. Look at him go. Oh no, you don't. Go get him. Dogpile him. Good work. I'm gonna end up needing a lot of these. I mean, I worry about Dave surviving Diablo's attacks, but I still have to as well. And quaffing a bunch of potions is one way to do that. There's very few ways that Diablo has of killing me quickly. That's something of a general thing with the Act End bosses in this game. They have a ton of health and don't hit all that hard. What was that? Weird. I do appreciate that the Venom Lords burn up into... Whoa! Haha! We're gonna want to keep this around. Almost clicked on that. Resist Fire Shrine is about the perfect thing to be here when facing down Diablo. Almost all of his attacks are fire. Well, he has several fire attacks anyway. Ooh, ghost armor. Oh, come now. We totally want ghost armor. It sounds so cool. Oop. Oh, immune to fire and poison, eh? Poor Zohar. Well, before hitting the last seal, let's get as much stuff identified as we can. Let's see. I'm gonna want to... I'll just spend a couple more town portals. Won't be all that bad. Yes.
Greetings.
Okay, so good and crud. That's not going to sell for anything. Oh, neat. Although we're just going to sell that. Oh. Good. Oh, we have a lot of perfect gems now. I actually want to keep the topazes for another purpose. I've already used the ruby for the purpose that I meant it for, just to show off crafting. And the rest of them, I believe, can go into this. Ha! +1 to master, look at that. Alright, do I have 3 rings? I do not. You know what, I'm never going to use this either. I mean, it's cool to have, but, you know, Gotta be able to let go. Can't get rid of my almond runes, no matter what I do.
What do you need?
Tragic night, really. Alright, so... Well, I know why the internet is acting up this time, so there's nothing I can do about it. Well, there is, but I won't. Ugh. Truly. What an awful change. Could spend a topaz to reroll again immediately, clean up some space. Maybe just get rid of some jewels, because I don't care. Yeah, I've been hoarding these long enough. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Having 4 bits of craftsmanship in the bank is just fine for my purposes. I mean, I would love to combine my skulls, but I don't have 3. Yeah, 2 flawed, 2 regular, 2 flawless. I mean, 1 regular skull gets me to perfect, and that would be good, but my hands are tied. Red Scepter of Butchery. Actually, how powerful is this? Oh, Rune Scepter of Butchery. All right. That's decently powered. Yeah. It's starting to sound like a plan. I'll want this. And probably that. And these. Bassinet, Greatsword, Broadaxe. Yeah, that's decent. Just doing a little setup. Oop, now we want Cain. Putting off Diablo as much as I can because I always hate this. Okay. That'll do fine. That'll do fine. Oh, and one more thing.
Hail to you, champion.
Give me these. Alright. Not putting it off anymore. Let's do as much as we can with what we got. Ooh, hopefully these corpses will be far enough away. That'll be great. Outside of his destroy all corpses radius.
Can save you from me.
Oh. Yeah, okay, I lucked out a little bit. There's a couple left behind. Anyway, we want to draw him out of his little spot. No, get out of there. Come on. Come to... Oh. What a charming fellow. He has trapped me by an evil force. And, Dave is choosing not to attack an evil force. This is bad. I rather need Dave to attack this. Gentlemen. Little help. I don't think I can even use a town portal to get out of this. Like, yeah. Oh, okay. Whew. Lucked out that time. I've never been trapped by an evil force. That's a new experience. Glad it happened, though. I mean, of course, if I pop back in that way, it's likely to also be surrounded by an evil force, and then we'll lose everything. Let's just go find the army again. Looks like Dave was reasonably able to withstand a couple of flame novas, which is great. And exactly what we wanted out of all of that summon resist. Just in case he doesn't use flame novas right away, that would be fine. Give myself the best chance of things here.
Not enough mana.
Alright. Good enough. I'm very glad that the town portal worked. I didn't want to die so ignominiously. I'm not afraid of dying, of course, because you know there's a corpse just chilling out. But that's probably a bad idea. Let's guts, glory. Haha. Okay, okay, excellent. This is more or less what we want. Oh no! Okay. Yes, go get Goofy. Ignore Dave and get Goofy. Having Zanari here would also help out quite a bit. Oop. Oop. Oh, okay, well. That's good enough for now, I think. Ah, good. Corpse still there. Pay my fee.
Hail to you, champion.
Go resummon the army. Go back to work. Let's see how many, Ah, excellent. This will be a bunch of corpses. Oh. Don't mind that. Probably not. Alright. I haven't even used one of those yet. Probably should. What do we got on there? Yeah, this is the basic plan. Get some damage in, much as we can. Take losses until we can't take them anymore. Retreat. Repeat.
What do you need?
I should have gotten far enough away that he won't trap the portal. Well, that's always a risk. And I've... David... I'm upset with you. We have to stick together here. There. Now we will walk back to town. Alright. In we go. Yeah. Yes. Yes, pay attention to me. Poor Goofy's taking quite a beating here, but in doing so, he's preventing Dave from taking a worse one. So, and by extension, me. Oh, no, over here. No problem at all. No, Dave was tough enough. Thanks to some
Diablo, I have bested you.
pellet bow. Oh, the rest of this stuff is kind of junky. Here, have a drink. No. Whoa, balanced axes are huge. Okay, well, I suppose that's that. Didn't actually take all that long. Honestly thought it would be worse. More Daves died to bizarre screen kills than other stuff. Oh, right. Get my amulet identified. It's probably not going to be better than the one I have, but you never know. Alright, okay. Lightning skills. Been getting a lot of these at least. I mean, I already have the one that I want, but it's kind of cool. Oh, and here I said I was going to spend some time gambling before facing Diablo. Guess I forgot about that. That's alright though.
Hail to you, champion.
I can do that now. Do. Just to limit myself, let's have a congratulatory gambling session of, say, 7. 7 times at a maximum. Looking once again for circlets or coronets. That's 1. Keep myself honest here. I'm an honest gambler. Oh, I guess I've been doing this the whole time, but whenever you have a menu up of any kind, any of these little panels, you can hit escape to close it. So if you just have your inventory up, for instance, and you hit escape, it'll close the inventory. I guess I kind of take that for granted in games of this kind. I mean, come all this way and never explained it. Oop, okay. Number 2. Circlet of Swords. It sounds so cool, and it is so not cool. Again, I suppose not everything can be as cool as it sounds. Goodness. Didn't think it would take that long to just plain old find circlets and coronets to gamble for. Oh, damn it. That's what happens when I start going too fast. Alright, well, that's Coronet of the Colossus. No, I don't want to trade. Ugh. That's 4. Well, resistance is plus 12. Not the best. At this level, it could be way more than that. Alright, well, that's 5, so 2 more. If you were doing this for yourself, there's no reason to limit yourself to a number. I would gladly spend my bottom dollar trying this. But for the sake of the stream carrying on, here we go. Indestructible. What a piece of junk. Are we back? Alright, well, as I was explaining, indestructible items do not have a durability listing because they never lose durability and you don't have to repair them. That's it. That's all they do. Oh. And here we are in Haragath. Let's have a
Can I help you?
little conversation.
I am Larzik, the armorer. My ancestors were some of the finest craftsmen in Haragath. Regretfully, my supplies run lower with every passing day, yet the demons beyond the walls have not weakened. I fear the time is near when I must put down my hammer and take up a sword instead.
Fascinating. What do you have to say about the others?
Neelathok's despair is infectious, and his behavior does not befit an elder of his stature. I think we'd be better off without him.
Have you tried telling him that? I think he'd want to know. Alright, well, nothing to do but carry on. Let's leave you be. Dave, what were you doing out there? Spooky, scary skeleton.
It takes more than a siege to stop me.
Now, something very special has happened. Once you get to Nightmare difficulty, Act 5 starts to contain what they call guest monsters from other acts. So, all kinds of different monsters from throughout the game can now appear here. In this case, it looks like I've rolled into Foul Crows and Slingers. All of these enemies are souped up versions of themselves, and in some cases they even have different attacks. The Slingers here have a piercing move. They are very annoying. In plain old Act 2, if they threw a spear at you, it would stop. But now they have 100% pierce, making them just as dangerous as, say, the Gloams or Burning Souls from where we just were. I'm gonna pretend that didn't just happen. That cannot have just happened. It'd be very amusing if it did, though. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of guest monsters as we move along here. Get back here. Bloodthorn the Howler, alright. A socketed cuirass could be an upgrade, but sadly this cuirass is the plain kind. Cuirass is the exceptional version of the breastplate that I have on, which is the highest defense version of light armor. Steel Flame, back for more, in a different body. And Night Vex the Mauler. I don't know why they put in guest monsters. It is the most atrocious thing. They don't fit. They often get confused by the geometry. There are little things that are designed in for the monsters from Act 5 to use that guest monsters don't know how to use. I just don't understand it. It's like, oh, you know what these monsters always could have used? Souped up versions of themselves in the last act of the game for no reason. crafting the game for the sake of the monster. There's one infamous example of guest monsters that, for how dangerous it is almost certainly going to happen to us later. I actually blocked an attack. I wonder what my block rate is. 7%. Piercing attacks. See, here it kind of works. Because, you know, they're up on a platform and they have a little ranged attack, and it's annoying. So, you know, it makes sense. It's conceptually okay. But what are the foul crews doing here? Like, I don't think to myself, oh, you know what monster really sells Diablo 2 to me? The Foul Crow. Not even all that charismatic as a monster. And they don't even put the good feature of the Foul Crow in, the Foul Crow nest. That was the feature of Foul Crows, is that there were a ton of them, and they didn't give experience because they came from a monster generator. But here they're just here. They don't have any Foul Crow generators. Maybe I should re-roll the world. Then again, given the pool of monsters, it's actually very likely that it will come up with something at least equally obnoxious. This running about I have to do. It's infamous. Well, at least Shank the Overseer, excuse me, Shank the Overseer still has his regular minions. It'd be very sad to see him without the ability to do any of his tricks because they just didn't spawn any minions for him. That said, he has a reduced total number of minions because ordinarily he'd have extras sitting around. So it does kind of mess him up a bit, and is one of the things that makes me unhappy with guest monsters as a concept. And who knows, maybe if the monsters themselves were not as unbelievably annoying as they are, I wouldn't mind so much. All speculation. Let's see what that head has. This one to attract. Oh, at least there are barbarian buddies around to distract some of the monster's attacks. The barbarian buddies are some of the stupidest AI in the game. We'll get... Yep. Yep, now this guy is stuck in that corner forever. Oh! Wait, he actually figured his way out. That's pretty good. This is a super unique Dak Farron, so he's always cold enchanted and he's always here. Ooh, a war belt. War belt. Which one is that? Plated belt would be Saigon's war belts. Can't remember war belt. It's not Tal Rasha's because that's a... Oh, it might be this... Poot. Might be the children. Like the orphans, whatever. Yeah, let's find out. Everything well in hand, gentlemen? Oh, Immortal Kings! Duh! Well. 110 strength, 36 defense, strength, fire resist, lightning resist. I should have remembered Immortal Kings. That's a popular set. Oh, I gained a level at some point. Have a celebratory drink. And start thinking about more Zohar. Yeah, I'm not going to need more summon resist until I go after Diablo again. And that's if, once we get to hell difficulty, which we definitely will, you'll see what I mean by if. What can I do with an Immortal King belt? Oh, gentlemen. Up this way, please. I talked about green items, I wonder. I mean, I must have at some point. That's not the first green item that we found. I suppose it's worth restating that any green item that you find is like a unique in that it always has the same stats to it. But they are called set items because they're involved in a set. If you collect a partial set, that is to say, it lists the other items there. So if you collect a partial set, it will give you additional bonuses. And if you collect the full set, you get a full set bonus as well. There are very few sets that are actually worth getting the full set bonus. Kind of unfortunate that way. There are tons of them that are worth just keeping around for the individual item, and some that are worth partial set bonuses too. The Immortal Kings set is a barbarian set. Well, it's designed for barbarians anyway. I believe one of the pieces is a barbarian exclusive item. The hat would have to be. So any other class would be able to make a partial set out of it, but only the barbarian can get the full set. Pretty sure how that works. There's one of those for every class. So the one that we're looking for, if you know, we needed that kind of thing, is called Trangules. Spirit dragon and creator of the universe, so to speak. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be equipping the Immortal King's belt, so there's no reason to pump my strength for it. Goodness. Yeah, all this vitality, and I still go down in like 4 hits. A little shooting gallery of my own design. The Trangules set offers us some interesting incentives to collect. It's very unique in the kinds of stuff that you get out of it. I hope we find one piece. And not any specific piece either, right? Just any of the pieces of the set, so that you could see how great it is. In most cases, just knowing what item you have and seeing that it's green will tell you what it is. There is only one set war belt, for instance. So if you see a set war belt, there it is, the more